Greetings. I am Constantine. John Constantine. This is the story of my life, based off of DC, Vertigo, and Hellblazer comics. My story is full of trials and tribulations. Of course, he blessed me with a gift. But if you ask me, it feels like a doggone curse. The story here centers around the Spear of Destiny, an ancient relic which has been missing since World War II. It is told that whoever possesses the Spear of Destiny will be cursed with the power of darkness. I didn't even have the slightest suspicion that a Mexican native would come across the Spear of Destiny. But little did he realize that when he obtained it, the son of Satan would possess his soul. While that was going on back in LA, I was helping Father Hennessy pull out a demon that possessed a little girl. I performed the exorcism on the little girl, but somehow something just didn't feel right about it. If I managed to separate this spawn from the poor girl's soul, then why would he try to use the poor girl's body to try and burst out of her like a butterfly trying to get out of a cocoon? I call that hypocritical baloney if you ask me. I was 15 years old. I've developed this stupid habit of smoking cigarettes for every day for the past 20 years. And that's why I went to the hospital to get the situation looked at. What does that doctor know what's best about my condition? I would just continue to kill it by just continuing to light up. So while leaving the hospital, I come across this officer named Angela Dotson. In recent events, Angela just told me that her twin sister Isabel committed suicide and wants me to investigate it. She wants me to help her investigate her sister's suicide because she found out that I'm an expert at demonology and exorcisms. She's trying to convince me that her sister Isabel did not commit suicide. This whole ordeal is a bunch of hogwash if you ask me. I have more important things on my mind, like going up to meet up with the angel Gabriel over at this church. What does she know? She pesters me into thinking whether I'm worthy of God's love or not. And if you ask me, that half-breed is talking hogwash. So I decide to leave the church and step into the pouring rain. After recent events again attacked by demons, especially Balthazar, I decided to take Angela's offer and look into her sister Isabel's suicide case. Joining me in this quest is Chaz, a young taxi driver played by Shia LaBeouf, Papa Midnight played by Jaman Hansu, Beeman, played by Max Baker, clumsy Father Hennessy, played by Pruitt Taylor Vince, and lastly, Detective Weiss, played by Jose Senega. In my story here, this version of Hell is very unique. This version of Hell looks like a continuing nuclear blast radius, and that's what's so unique about it. I'm sure horror fans are sick of jump scares these days, but there's something so unique about this film where they're completely well executed. When the demons attack, they look like they literally pop out of nowhere. There are still great moments in my story that are still frightening till this day. I had a blazing time taking out demons with a crucifix gun, and then soon I would come to face with the Prince of Darkness himself. Peter Stormare plays Satan, and man does he have a fun time at playing that role or what. Ever since my story was made back in February 2005, till this day, it is still very unique to see it over and over again. Yeah, sure, there's some parts of my story that do not make any sense, but yeah, hey, it's fantasy. Now, what can you expect out of this? Like, for instance, why would Father Hennessy get himself attacked by Balthazar on purpose? That fool should have come to me first, instead. He may be an exorcist, but he couldn't handle things by himself as well as I did. My character is played by Keanu Reeves, and he's not the greatest actor, but he does a decent job with the material he's given. Decent storyline, great effects, the story of my life gets an 8 out of 10. Not to forget that my compliments go out to Gavin Rossdale, the lead singer of Bush, for doing a really good job at playing the assistant villain here. Thank you very much for watching this first horror film review for the month of October. Mr. Jack-O-Lantern here says, don't forget to stay tuned to watching my latest reviews on the classic horror films from back during my grandparents' generation, like Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolf Man, and the Invisible Man. Man, I just can hardly wait to review those classics. Give me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.